Hello everyone, so welcome back. In this video we are going to finish the assembly of the Electrolux 411 and we will give it a test. We'll just test it out here on the bench. I think in the next video we'll give it a proper good run in the lounge, which will be wonderful. I haven't used one of those for such a long time. It would be great. So without further rambling, let's crack on with reassembling the 411. Okay, now the fun starts. We need to try and get this bad boy back together. So let's get all the parts here and make a nice little pile of bits. We've got our refreshed motor, which we had in the previous video. So hopefully this should be perfectly serviceable and will do us proud. So we need to get this in first. This is slightly tricky because you've got to put the motor in the right way up, which is that way, and then you've got to get the fan case liner in at the same time. So hopefully I can do this. It's been a while. Let me see. Come on, in you go. You've got to be a little bit rough with it. It's a bit rusty, so it doesn't want to go in easily. Ooh. Come on, in you go. Down, in, around. That's it. Okay. So that's looking pretty good there. Just give it a twirl. Yeah, see, I found in the past that what can happen is that the fan fouls this cover, which is not ideal. That's not what you want. You don't want your fan fouling this. But that looks okay. So we can now connect the motor wires back up. I am going to leave this suppressor in place. I think this suppressor is okay. It is starting to go, but the machine's not going to be used a lot, so it should be fine. Now we need to make sure everything is in the right place to try and get the motor cover back on. And we've got two wires here which need to go in the same hole, and they never want to sit properly. Oh, I think I've got them, actually. I think that's right. So as you may have guessed by now, guys, the 400 series is not the easiest Electrolux to work on. It can be quite challenging. If you're going to restore anything, I would say to you, do not start with a Lux 400 series. Start with something a bit easier. Now we should be able to get the bottom cover on, the motor cover on. I need to hold the wires like this and then very carefully put the cover in place with one hand. If it'll line up. Will it line up? No, of course it won't line up. Oh, flipping heck. Come on, go in. That's it. Down. Yes. Yes. Everything's in the right place. Can I turn the pulley? Yes, I can. It's free. That's good. So we're getting there. Now we've got a lot of screws to put back in now. We need to try and not lose the washers. So let's try and get these in without pulling it off again. I'm just going to pop these in for the moment. I'm just going to do... Actually, no, I think I can probably do them all. I should be okay. So there are a lot of screws to go in. That one. And that one. Okay, so whilst we're like this, just grab the drill. Don't want it too high on the torque. And just do them up. There we go. That's all of the motor cover screws. Just going to turn the pulley again. We're all right. We're free, which is great. And now we need to realign the height adjuster, which should be that way. I think that's correct. Yes, that's that way. Up and down for the front wheels, which is good. So that's that bit done. And now we need to put the switch in. And the switch kind of just sits there like that. And we need to put the pedal on now. So let's grab the pedal. I'm just going to give that a quick clean because it's quite dirty. We are getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're going to have a working 400 very soon, so that's lovely. Now, this is where you need at least 3 hands. So, put the pedal in, line it up, like so. And now, you've got to get the wheel in. Push that through that side, like so. And then clip it into the pedal. So, it kind of does it like that. Now, the switch won't activate at the moment because it won't work until the cover's in place. Now we have the slightly tricky bit because we've got to get this ratchet release bar back in place. So this can be difficult. So this pedal is the ratchet release and it kind of lines up. So I've got to put it, I've got to hook the spring in there and hold it in place without it sliding back. I'm not going to talk whilst ow, yes, that's what you get. That's what you get from a 400. Come on, go in. Oh, ow! It's very tricky because it's worn, you see. This is the trouble. It's worn. So I might try and cheat a little bit if I can get it in like that. Can I get this in? Right, there we go. So now I've got to hold this in place with my finger. Make sure it's lined up with the end of the pedal, like that. Because this now wants to fly out now. And then I grab this, and then the brush roll falls off the flipping desk. Of course it does. And now I need to get this in at the right spot. It's very difficult because it just doesn't want to go in. Right, that's one bit in, that's one side. Hang on, can I, what's it doing? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, man. This is so rubbish. Actually, I think that needs to go under there, so I need to bend that round. Put that under. Does that go under? I can't remember. Oh, this was always such a faff. Oh, man. Yeah, that's in the right place. That's definitely in the right place. I hope you can see this because I'm kind of just looking at it now. How does that go? Oh, there we go. It goes underneath. So that goes like that. And that goes like that. And that goes like that. I think. There. Right. I think that's in. Yes. There we go. Do you see what I mean? Like it being such a massive faff. It's so annoying. So now we can just put a couple of screws in and then we'll be safe. Oh. They're not pleasant to work on, the 400, as I said before. Let's get this in. I just need to check. Yeah, that's fine. As you can see, it's actuating on the ratchet, and then yes, it is. That's fine. That's good. That's actually gone in quite nicely. Many a time I've tried to do that, and it's just all out of kilter. So I'm glad of that. That's gone in well, and the switch is working, which is great. Because that's the other problem. Sometimes if this plate is not lined up, the switch won't work and the ratchet won't work. So I'm just going to pause for a second. I'm just going to find a belt because we need to put a new belt on it. Right, I've pushed a new belt in behind the pulley. It's very tricky on this to get it done well. It's not a pretty job, guys. This is not a pretty job, but it is. It's just a job. So let's try and get this on. Oh God, so much harder than a 500 series. So much harder. Okay, right, now we've lost the end cap. So let's grab that back and push it into place. Oh, flipping heck. Come on, 400. It's fighting, as they always do. Right, good. You do have slight belt drift there, but it's not terrible. So, yeah, we'll call that a win, I think. That's correct. That's correct. It is just over ever so slightly. Did it run in the middle? No, it does drift to the left, but I think we can live with that. Yeah, that's fine. I've seen a lot worse. And now let's put the base back on, like so. There we go, and we're almost done, which is fantastic. Okay, there we go. So let's shift everything around. We'll bring the machine back up onto the top of the bench, stick the bag in it, and see if it works. Well, one of the problems of filming later in the evening is that there's no light coming through that window, so we have to rely on the electric light there. So excuse me if I look all ghostly and horrible, even more so than normal. It's because, yes, we have no natural light coming through right now. So yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, let's pop this dust bag in, and then we can run the 400 and see how it sounds with that replacement motor. Still haven't worked out where that metal plate goes, to be honest with you, but that's probably the least of our worries right now. I'm just curious to see what this sounds like, to be honest. I think it should be a massive improvement on what it was previously. So, ready for power on? There's an air leak from somewhere. That's strange. I wonder if it's coming from around here, or actually on the motor cover itself. Kind of hard to tell, to be honest with you. But so yeah, I'll probably investigate that separately. I'm quite tired now, I must admit. So I think that flipping pedal's not on right. That hasn't clipped in properly, so that's now standing proud. I don't know if you can see that very well, but maybe that's a better angle. Yeah, this isn't clipped in right, so I have to take that flipping panel off again and clip this into place. Oh, there's always something, isn't there? But anyway, the machine certainly sounds better, and it's working now, which is good, because it certainly wasn't working previously. So I think what I'll do is re-clip that pedal on, try and find out where that air leak's coming from, and see you guys in the next video. I will have given the machine a nice clean up. We will take it down to the lounge, give it a run, and see what it's like. So until then, don't forget to comment, subscribe and like. Always good to hear from you, and I'll see you and the 411 in the next video. You take care. Bye.